It's good. You should come to our school.
Yeah, what? And embarrass myself in public?
What you missed. Prime Time with Clarissa Montero. Only on Money FM 89.3.
Good afternoon and welcome to Coffee with Clarissa. I'm Clarissa Montero. James Pang, our founder and managing director of My Drum School, in the studio with us today talking about, well, My Drum School, which started out in 2007 in a small studio apartment. It has since expanded and now comprises of 4 centres and 1 headquarters, having won 8 national awards, including top 10 fastest growing corporations and best in drumming. Good afternoon. Welcome to the show.
Hello.
So how did you do it? I mean, take us back to the beginning. What made you open the drum school?
Sure. Actually, I just graduated for about 8 months. I was in a corporate job, and I didn't really find, purpose in my job. And all along, I wanted to do something that, it was related to music.
Right.
So actually,
So what did you study in school?
I studied business in NTU, graduated with first class honours. I had all my scholarships. I was on the dean's list, top of the cohort. And, I was actually, aimed to be a high flyer in the academic.
Right.
But I had a good job at one of the big 4. And but after 8 months, I just couldn't find...
It didn't feel right.
Yeah, it didn't feel right. And it was like, there must be something more to work. So that was...
But were you a drummer?
I was already a drummer. I learned drums at a very late age, actually at the age of 17.
Okay.
So, but prior to that, I learned an array of instruments. At the age of 4, I started learning music. So, but once I hit the drums at 17, I just...
found it?
Yes, I found it.
Okay.
Something clicked. It was like, this is what I need to do for the rest of my life. But of course, life goes on. You get your university degree and all. So I really start thinking about it after I graduated. Yep.
Okay, so you were always passionate about music. When you learned the drums yourself, you realized that this was it.
Yep.
But you continued with the university degree. You did very well in school, and you tried to pursue,
Yep.
the Singapore dream in
Of
inverted
course,
commas,
yep.
right?
Yep.
Realizing that wasn't the dream. So then you married your education. What you're saying
Yep.
is you married your education with your passion
Yep.
and started the school.
Yes, that was in 2007.
And how difficult was that really?
Actually, for a start, it was very tough because I never knew that I wanted to start a small business. In fact, in business school, I always try to avoid the subjects of, entrepreneurship, managing a small business, because I never thought that this is what I want to do.
Right.
So I started at a small studio. Basically, I just soundproof one of my rooms at home, and I started teaching drums from there. I had about just 10 students.
Right. And how did you reach them initially?
It was just friends and just word of mouth. I play in churches, so just friends from different various churches just come together. You want to learn drums, more of like trying to help me out, help me find whether this is something that can be sustainable. So it started from there. It was really tough because it was just myself, and I had to learn every aspect of the business. Whether
And you had to run it
yeah,
yourself.
to run it, I have to teach. I
You have to do your accounts, you have to chase payments.
I have to set up my own website because it was so costly, and so I have to put my IT skills to good use. So for the first 5 years, I was managing my own website, doing marketing, giving out flyers, promoting the brand, as well as writing the curriculum of the school. Yep.
Okay. So that actually sounds quite challenging, and yet you did it.
Yes, 10
And
years later.
Did you have as you were going along, was there a sense of achievement, or was there a great deal of frustration? Was there any point in time you thought, I can't do this, forget about it?
No, never.
Never.
Yeah, I think the fun thing about running your own business, being an entrepreneur, is you got to like problems. You got to like challenges. So that's something that really sort of excited me. Every time I hit a brick wall, it's like, okay, how do I overcome this? There's a new challenge. How do I, what new skill, do I have to learn? So it was always exciting. I always woke up every day, meeting new people, working with new people, hiring people, meeting new students. And it has been 11 years and it's good.
All right. We are talking to James Pang, founder and managing director of My Drum School. Okay, fast forward a little bit, not quite to current day.
Okay.
But you started in one room of your apartment.
Yeah.
You had you said about 10 students.
Yeah.
And really it was word of mouth and friends and what have you. What was the first point after that humble beginning that you realized, hey, I actually am onto something, this could be a viable business?
Yeah, so actually, my dream was really small. That's why I call it My Drum School. It's supposed to be something small, just personal. It's like, it's mine. But I had 50 students.
At which point did you have
At
50?
about 1 year later,
Oh,
I
wow.
had 50
Okay.
students. I had 40 on the waiting list. I had to close my website down because I was just turning people down.
Okay.
None of my students wanted to quit. So I, at
And
that,
you taught all 50?
yeah, I taught all 50. Yeah, so I worked
You
from.
must have been exhausted.
Actually, it's not that bad because I get to wake up about 10 o'clock.
Okay,
Because most of
okay.
them have schools and
Right.
yeah, so I
Start
was-
late, finish late.
Yeah, I was teaching for about 6 days a week. At that time, I wasn't married, but
Mm-hmm.
my then girlfriend said that you should really consider this. Go out and. She was wise because she's now my wife.
Okay. Yeah, very wise.
Yeah, and that really pushed me out. That was in 2009.
Okay.
Yep.
And so in 2009, you went out and you opened your first proper space.
Correct. Yep.
And how many students did you have at that point?
At that point, I remember I hired 4 teachers.
4. Straight off the
Straight
bat,
off,
you
yep.
hired 4 teachers.
4 part-timers,
Okay.
that joined me. A few months later, I got my first full-time staff.
Okay.
She's still with me today. She's the head of HR.
Mm-hmm.
So we had about 200 students in
Okay.
total.
Right.
Yep, every week. Yep.
That's actually quite a rapid development, quite rapid growth. You went from
It is, yep.
0 to 10, 10
Yep.
to 50, 50 to about 200.
Yep, correct.
In the span of
In
a
the
couple
span
of the first 2 years.
3 years, yeah.
The first
about
3
that,
years.
Yep.
Okay, now we move forward a little bit more.
Yep.
From that 3 years to the next 3 years, because now you've got 4 centers. When did
Yep.
these 4? Tell us how
Okay,
you
so,
rolled those out.
Yeah, I think the challenging one was the second center.
Okay.
Because we have never done it before. We were already hitting our capacity of 200 plus students.
Mm-hmm.
So that was in 2012 that we had to expand a second center. So it's like, how do we find teachers? How do we restructure the company in a way that we can sustain 2 different centers and keep the standards of the school? So
Okay.
that was difficult. Our second branch was in Ang Mo Kio. It's still there today, Jubilee Square.
Okay.
And that was the difficult point. But after that, after the second center, we did open a third center in Katong Shopping Center, 2014. And then in 2016, we opened one at Buona Vista. That
Okay.
was much easier because we already know how it's done.
Right.
The brand was really reputable, established, and sustainable. So people actually saw our business and want to come and work here. Yeah.
So when in the business development did it become a case of, word of mouth? You didn't have to worry about advertising or whatever. Do you still advertise? Do you still?
Okay, it's a bit tricky because for the first couple of years we did 0 advertising.
Okay.
So it was all word of mouth. If you go to Google, you can easily find us on the top 5 searches of anything. We have never paid anything. But there's still a lot of people walking in. Just last year, we have like 999 inquiries. So there's about like 3 per day.
Right.
Of people who wants, inquiring to learn drums. Yep.
So now we fast forward all the way
Yep.
to present day.
Okay.
You enrolled more than 3,400 students.
Yep.
You've got 45 employees. Is the wife now like your financial controller or something?
Not really. She's looking after my 4 children.
Oh, 4 centers and 4 children.
Yeah, 1 center per child.
You seem to like this number. What is the current profile of your students?
I think they really range from 5 years old all the way to my oldest student is about 72.
Right.
So we do have a very mixed demographic. In fact, we also do take in some children with special needs.
Okay.
So we have children with like mild autism, ADHD. We have older folks who have like they are recovering from stroke. They have difficulty in movement. Where all these things are recommended by doctors. So it is a wide range of people. We have hobbyists all the way to people who are semi-professional musicians.
Sure. What do you think is the reason why people gravitate to drumming? I mean, a lot of people who actually take drumming lessons, and I know this for a fact, some of my friends do the same thing.
Okay.
have no interest in being professional musicians, but they personally feel that drumming is quite cathartic,
Okay.
right? Therapeutic.
Yes, yes.
So, do you agree with that? Why do you think so many people want to learn drums?
Besides being the best instrument,
Oh, okay.
I think scientifically, right, it's proven that it's very therapeutic. Reason being because it's very in the present. You know, other instruments, you have to take a few weeks to play your first song, your first chord, to understand the scale of music. You know, you
Right.
have to be musical. But drumming is something that, you know, once you can get into the beat, once you can get into the rhythm,
You can feel it.
Yeah, you feel it. Does something to your body. You find yourself nodding along, you know, tapping your feet, and it just does something to your brain, which, you know, is very different from other instruments. Yep.
I can't disagree with that because I actually enjoy just sort of crashing and banging on drums once in a while. Not that I can drum particularly well, but that's not the point, really.
It's good. You should come to our school.
Yeah, what, and embarrass myself in public? Are these classes affordable?
I would say that we price ourselves from middle to higher range
Right.
of schools, basically because we really put a lot of value in what we're trying to do. The equipment that we bring in, the teachers, the talent that we bring in. So we believe that it is something that would the middle income would be able to afford.
Right.
Our fees range from 150 all the way to 250 a month. So
That's not that bad,
Yeah,
yeah.
depending on whether you want half an hour or 45 minutes.
Sure.
Yeah. So usually it's quite a wide range. Yeah.
Okay. So would you say or would you recommend drumming for kids or parents of kids who are stressed out from exams and studying? Do you think it's a good outlet for them to sort of get some of that frustration out of their system and yet have some fun, learn something new?
Yeah, definitely. I think it really does help you relieve and reduce your stress. We have a
Okay.
lot of people coming, even adults. 20% of our students are actually working adults that they find they come after work. We're open until 10 p.m.
Okay.
So a lot of them just come and they just play on the drums so they feel better. Some of them go to the extent of taking exams, so drum exams.
Right.
Yeah, so they
Okay.
get their grades and because they want to progress and they want to feel that they're moving forward. So it is definitely something that will help you relieve your stress.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what is in the future for My Drum School?
We are still looking to expand.
Okay.
I feel that
More units means more children,
more, I think for one by one. Yeah. We are still looking at more areas in Singapore.
Okay.
I mean, so far we have target our centers to be in the north, the central, the east, and the west. But I feel that there are still a lot of people in the far east and the northeast of Singapore that prefer somewhere more convenient.
Sure.
So we are looking to expand. We are also looking to hire more people as
Mm-hmm.
we expand. So I think Singapore, there's still a lot of demand. There's still a lot of plans in the making for us. Yeah.
Okay, so that is My Drum School. What about you? What is your future?
My
Are you
future.
going to pick up a new hobby or maybe a new instrument, start a new business?
I think for myself, I've grown to understand that it's not just inspiring the students in my school, but part of my role, as the managing director, as the founder, is also to inspire the teachers that have actually switched careers to join me. A lot of fresh graduates that we have. These are degree holders. These are people with music degrees. And I come to find that actually I still have a greater purpose here in MDS. And I want to really grow the culture and to help make a sustainable career for all these individuals. So as of now, I still have a lot of plans in MDS.
Okay.
Definitely my 4 children are keeping me very busy. So we'll see how it goes.
We'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
Before I let you go, tell
Sure.
us your website back up now. You said you closed it down for a while because it was overwhelming.
Oh, that was many years ago.
Many years ago.
Yeah.
So now it's back up. What is
Of course.
it?
It's www.mydrumschool.com.
And if somebody is listening to this and is interested to either sign up for themselves or for their kids,
Yep.
how do they go about it?
You can just go to our website and you just click on Contact Us. There will be a form there. or on the first page of the website, there's a number where you click, you can call us.
All right. James Pang, founder and managing director of My Drum School. Thank you so much for coming and talking to us. And congratulations. I mean, the whole of August, and you're being the first one, but the whole of August, we are paying tribute to local business owners in tribute to National Day as well.
All right.
And we hope to be able to bring you back and you can talk about world domination then.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for coming on Money FM
Okay.
89.3. Cool. That was easy.
Thank you so
Is that the wife over there?
No, that's my first stop.
Oh, that's your first stop,
Yeah.
the head of HR now.
What you missed. Prime Time with Clarissa Montero.